not have a clue.
We'll see what happens. I don't know where it's going to go, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll just get started then. I wanted to talk about, I don't know how to mute you guys. Sorry.
I'll do it.
Okay, so what I wanted to talk about today was the power of habit and how important it is to start little, gradually work off of that, and how beneficial it can be, even though that it sounds really stupid in the moment or when you first start doing it. So for an example, a few weeks ago, I was just down. I was in a funk. I don't really know what was going on. I kind of think it was my hormones getting back in place with getting rid of my IUD, not having any tubes there to do anything. And I think I was just messed up for a while. And so I wanted to talk about that because I realized in that moment how important it was to have my habits that I do every day and how much it affected my overall health. So for an example, I have a habit of getting up at 4:30, 4:24, I guess, every morning, because that's the time that I get up, I have my Energize, and I push play on whatever program I'm doing. That's my routine. That's my habit. Because I know if I don't do it in the morning, I will not do it the rest of the day. I'm too damn busy to worry about it when I get home from work. So I just do it right away. That's my habit. And then the rest of the day kind of falls into place any which way I want. So I either have my Shakeology or my recover after my workout, after my shower, or I have it like throughout the day. I do notice that if I don't do it in the morning when I'm home, I have a really hard time remembering to have it because I'm so used to eating my food, eating my nutrition throughout the day. So I never really think of having my shake unless I bring it with me and I make sure I remind myself that I have it. So it's important to have these habits that they're always there. You're always going to do them. So when times get tough, when you have an off day, you still have that inner self or that inner feeling that you have to be doing this. And that's what it's about, because it would be no different than people who try to quit smoking. You always smoke in the car, and that's the hardest time to quit, or the hardest time when you're drinking, because it's a habit. And so the idea is to create these healthy habits and then work off of it. So the next question is when you're doing these habits and all of a sudden you're still in a funk, okay? That's happened to me before too. I'm doing my workouts, I'm doing my shakes, but I'm just not like feeling it. So it's like, what do you do next? And so I kind of learned to take a step back from what I'm doing with my habits to focus on what I'm doing. Is it really right for me? Okay. So for an example, I've been thinking about not drinking Energize. I like the caffeine. I don't think I need it. I do realize when I don't have it a couple of days, I do get a headache, but I feel like I don't really know if I need it. And so I'm thinking about canceling that. And then, but I need something to like be in its place. So that's the part about a habit is like, if you get rid of one, you should probably find something else that gets your attention. So you're working on that. So you stop focusing on this one over here. So my plan was to stop doing Energize. And then I don't know if anybody's tried the Bevy before. It's the other product Beachbody has. It's the decaffeinated green tea. Comes in like lemon and wild berry, I think, but I really like the lemon, and I like lemon Energize. So I think I'm going to start like transitioning into that eventually, just because I want to get rid of the caffeine that's going through my body. Just a thought, but I just want that to be out there that even though you have these good habits, like I have Energize, that's a good habit, but maybe that's just not what you need. Maybe you're just need something else. So now I'm going to switch it out with something else. Same thing with a workout. Your habit is doing MBF, which I'm finishing up. Tomorrow is going to be my last day. And if you weren't liking it, if you weren't getting up and like looking forward to working out, then maybe that program's not for you. And it's okay to shut it off, close the book, and move on to the next thing. Just know that if you're losing that habit of a workout, you need to pick up another workout to balance it out. So you're still focusing on that thing. Same thing with the personal development. Not everybody needs the same personal development. Some people might need financial stuff. Some people might need marriage and relationships, and other people like anxiety, depression. Like, find something that's worth it to you. And that can change like halfway through it. If you're feeling down and you're feeling anxious and you listen to a podcast that speaks to you for a couple days, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I feel so much better. It's okay to move on to something else, just as long as you have that thing that you're working on. These little habits that you're doing every day really do play a part, because eventually you're going to build off of it, and you're going to love how you feel, and you're going to keep going deeper and deeper into it, about wanting to be better at everything, if that kind of makes sense, the power of habit. And the same goes for bad habits, the power of bad habits. They're really hard to get out of. And so that's why you need to kind of, when you remove a bad habit, you have to replace it with something else. And obviously, let's hope it's a good thing. But the power of habit. Does anybody have like a habit that they want to share that, I don't want to say that's different from us, but like, think about your day. Think about what is a habit that you go to that you think is very beneficial, and that maybe somebody else could work off of. I know Crystal does the journaling every morning. She does the brain dump. I don't do that. I don't know why. I think I want to eventually, but I've never really done that before. Does anybody have an idea? And you can type it, or you can like unpause yourself and just say it out loud. That's fine. Dani, what about you? Do you have anything? Trying to think here. I know it's hard in the moment, I'm telling you. Yeah. And then, the good part about these habits too is that everybody that you're surrounded with will probably pick up on these habits. That's the power of it. Kids see you coming home from work and you grab a snack, or you grab like a banana, and you can grab an apple or something like that. You just don't go for the bag of chips that's up on the fridge. Like, these habits people see and they notice, and maybe they start realizing like how good you feel after you do these habits, and now they want to follow in your foot tracks. It's kind of an overall span too. So that's pretty powerful, I want to say. I've been enjoying my meditation or yoga. It really brings me into the present and works on my breath and mind. Oh, I like that. Meditation. Yeah, duh. I should do that more often too. I mean, I did do it at first, but then I don't know why I stopped. It just wasn't a part of my plan that I was doing. See, that's a good one. What else? I don't really know what else to say about the power of habit, other than, did it make sense? Is there any questions on it? No. It wasn't a priority. Correct. Yeah. And that's hard too, especially when you have new people that you're talking to about, like I've been telling Tracy, I'm really struggling this month with getting somebody on board and somebody seeing how beneficial this whole program is. Beachbody isn't just workouts and having a shake. That's not it. There's so much more than that. There are so much of like these connections and these groups of individuals that, come from all different areas, and yet we all kind of want the same thing. So we're all trying to do movements. We're all trying to eat good. We want to do personal development. And with all that, like, you end up finding peace within yourself. And so, it's really hard to tell somebody that until they're actually doing it, and that kind of plays into that factor of that there's that stupid TikTok out there where it's like, nobody's going to believe in you until you've already done it. That's the sad part about these things, is that unless you have results to show, nobody's going to believe in it. So like, you have to be the proof, you have to be the product. So that's why it's important to post almost every day. Doesn't have to be posting a product. It doesn't have to be about the latest workout that you're doing, but it could just be like a mental thought. Like you're driving down the road and you're like, you know what? 5 years ago, I would have been pissed at this. I would have da 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 da. But now my mindset's changed, and this is why. This is why I think it is. Like, it's important to say things like that because it might be what this other person needs to hear because they're having an off day and they're thinking maybe I could change. Maybe things could be different for me too. What else?
Another good habit that people need to realize is like the personal development. Like people don't understand how, number one, the mind is, and overcoming the mind and overpowering yourself. Like you need to do it like every day. Like I don't think I could ever go a day without my personal development. And when I don't do it, it's crazy. Like your mind and your negative thoughts just move in so fast, and trying to get people to like realize that it's an important part. It's like huge to me. Mm-hmm. That's another one that people need to understand, and nobody realizes it until they have to do it themselves, especially that part. That's the hard part for people to understand that one.
So I really thought that my personal development was listening to like a podcast. Okay. Well, then it just so happens that I like crime and like murder and suspense. So it's like, is that my personal development? Like listening to Dateline? Terrible.
Yeah, it's showing you that you don't ever do bad because it doesn't work.
Like truly you'll never get away with it, so don't even start thinking about it. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so what else do we, I mean, I think I pretty much hit the basics of, you know, the habits, and that, you know, includes eating too. Just trying to like constantly eating a veggie every day, or like trying to get a certain amount of veggies in. It just makes sense because then all of a sudden, like for an example, it's a secret, I'm taking the kids to Three Bears Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And so we're going to be gone. And I'm slightly worried about what I'm going to eat because I've actually been pretty decent with my meals. And so I'm kind of worried, but I've made my meals and I've made like stuff to bring with me and that sort of thing. So I feel like I feel like I'm good. But I was scared at first when I did this because it's my power of habit. I really know that I can stick to a workout because the kids will like to sleep in, and I can do even like simple yoga, you know, and I can pick up on some meditation, things like that. So that's kind of nice to know that that's the power I have because I'm used to doing these things. So I plan on doing this for the 3 days that I'm gone. Oh yeah, when you go on the road, you just eat like crap and it's so sucky. And so today I don't usually buy baked popcorn. Like I buy like just the kernels and we air fry it and then I put the butter on there and stuff. So I bought microwave popcorn for the first time in years because we're going down to the hotel. So I figured we'd eat it down there. And I ate it, and like immediately after I ate it, I heard that like gurgling in my stomach, and I'm like, oh God, this is bad. But this is really bad. But it was okay. False alarm. I handled it well. So, but that's the power of habit. When you're not used to eating that, it proved me wrong. Yes, absolutely. All right, sweet. So going into food, did anybody check out Gut Protocol? Or 4 weeks for everybody? I just bought mine last week. Dani, I don't know if you looked into it or not, but oh yeah, you just ordered yours today. Sweet. Was the supplements in? Yeah.
No, the supplements weren't in, but it's funny because I ordered that 21-day detox and I have yet to do that, but it had this stuff in there, so it worked out perfect.
Oh, wait a minute. They have that, them pills are in there
Mm-hmm.
in the 21-day detox.
Yep.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah, so I'm like, score.
Yeah. Oh, I did not know that they were in there. I truly never looked deep into the 21-day detox. Only the 3-day one was the one I did. So that makes sense. Well, that's cool. When are you going to do it?
I'm thinking starting at April 4th.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because it's an excuse, but I'll be gone in the cities the weekend before, like the first weekend in April. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
No, well, and you don't want to set yourself up for failure. That would suck.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
When are you doing yours?
Yeah, Danny. I actually think next week I wanted to start. So to be the week before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I was looking at some of the stuff. Danny, I don't know if you took a moment to look at it or not, but there's the new program, gut protocol. It's basically, it's not a new nutrition program, but it's a food program designed to help you kind of eliminate all the foods that could give you belly, bowel sensitivities. And then once you're like cleaned out, you're at a baseline, you're like feeling good, then you're slowly like introducing these other sensitivities that may or may not like prove to you that you have a sensitivity. So for an example, you're not like having any gluten, or you're not having any dairy products or anything for that first week. And like the idea is to eventually like add it back into your plan and kind of see how you feel. For an example, like the popcorn situation today, like I haven't had it in years, and I entered it into my body today, and I noticed immediately the gurgling within my stomach. It didn't hurt. Like I didn't have diarrhea. It wasn't like, oh my God, this is a food sensitivity, I'm going to put it to my allergy list when I go to the doctor. It's just that I noticed this about me. So it's just a little eye opener, just another something that you are listening to your body about. And so it goes into that. And then the second part of it is like the workouts. So you can purchase them separately. And you can obviously purchase them together. So obviously that works either way. And the supplements that we were talking about is like the prebiotic. And I don't know, is the other one a probiotic? Is that what that is? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she was explaining it. It's like a probiotic, or it helps you digest your food or something because you take it right before breakfast.
Right. There's one that you take right away in the morning, and then the other ones are like you take them right before each meal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so. I'll have to dig into that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if anybody has any other questions, speak now. I don't really have anything else. No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, sounds good. I appreciate you guys hopping on and listening to me. I recorded it. I don't really know what's going to happen to it or where it goes. So good luck, Crystal, finding that.
Challenge accepted, Crystal.
I know, right? Oh my God. But I am going to make her proud and do a little boomerang on this.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I just remembered. Oh my God, there's so many buttons to push. Okay. Dani, do you want to come on, or do you want to stay hidden behind the screen? I think she might stay hidden. Okay, well, good times. Well, let's do this. And you want me to count to 3? How do you want me to do it? I don't know how Crystal does it. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Nice. We got it. And
Yay!
Dani, your name's in big letters, so we know it's you. Or people are gonna think, why is Dani writing her own name on there?
Right?
All right, guys. Well, have a good evening. And then be sure you want to